So to set the company preferences, you go to edit. So you then preferences like this. Then you go to company preferences. Then from the left panel, you choose the preferences you want to set. We'll discuss each one of them very soon. We're discussing that. So this is how you set company preference. So before you set any preference, kana muri mu exam, muri kutarisa question paper, usually the examiner anouya akakupai yakaita kunge confusion, kana aka hide some information inside the question paper. Like for example, the company VAT number is 1002920. Is telling you to go and set VAT company preference. Or the company reporter in US dollar and it also collects or transacts in zip dollar and rands. Is telling you to go and set multi-currency preferences. Or you tell you've got branches like the previous exam paper. The examiner brought it this way. In a company, yanga in my branches, in 3 branches, one in Blawayo, one in Marondera, one. I know the Blawayo branch. There was also the not Blawayo, it was Marondera and Rusape in the Harare head office. There were 3 branches. So as long as you have my accounts, my account and head office go Harare, but my accounts Blawayo, you're also taking care of my accounts Marondera and Rusape. Then you are required to set what we call multi-branch preference or class accounting or departmental accounting as a preference. As long as you set up that preference, you will not be privileged to use those functions in Quickbooks. So rhetoric periods risinga jambo BP kuseta ma preferences. Musamanya inopenda kutaka kutransacta. Kuseta ma preferences pamunopiwa question number 1 chinzi seta company but company ine address pakati inoita VAT inoita zvakati inodai and the like. Mukapiwa all that information most 25 marks. Musafungoti examiner ask ziya zvaari kuita kuti ari kukuudza kuti mungo click just 5 clicks of 25 marks. Is looking at if you know how to set up a correct company file which is well customized. Are we together? Right. So the first preference, so teacher identify my preferences. Number 1, accounting preferences. This one on top here, accounting preferences. What are accounting preferences? So I'll click there. Accounting preferences. Here we have got an opportunity. My accounting preference that number 1 to set account numbers. Unlike in Quickbooks accounting. Unlike in other accounting packages like Jakarta Sana Pastel, Ari adamant with my account numbers. Choose out my account numbers or my account names. Quickbooks, it's a little bit advanced in the sense that account number or not. Account number, no paper, it's not a rent expense. We can define it, or we can actually define it by an account number. 10 to 100 means rent expense. 10,300 means payroll expense. 10,400 means whatever. Then income, it can be 1,100 means sales income. Then exports or imports means whatever. So if we click here, what we are doing is we are actually instructing Quickbooks to actually allow us to use account numbers. So for learning purposes, I'm going to click. Then number 2 here, class accounting. About us tracking classes. So if the question paper rename my branches, rename my units or my departments, maybe my example here, okay, Zimbabwe, where you are doing the accounts, okay, there is a butchery department and you are required to give us my accounts per department or per division. Like for example, today butchery department, today bakery department, today grocery department. As muda kuona ma sales, muda create my income statements and my sales, cost of sale, expenses down to the net profit per department before you have it consolidated per company. Then you are supposed to tick here. As long as you tick up and up, it doesn't work. it doesn't work. So you tick panapa pakanzi account numbers. Then coming down here, pakanzi set date password. Set date or password. It's actually, we call it closing date. Ma accounts maitira anoita ndekudai so kana muri kubasa. Tikatanga ma accounts mswa one, pamaka create a company yenyu, you followed through kusvika pamakabvunzwa pa interview kuti set the fiscal year start date. Set the fiscal year start month, pamati January, pama encourage kuti January. Right? Mukatanga kuti ma accounts edu atanga muna January. Mukasvika January, February, March, mswa 31 March, munogona kudemandwa a management report. So to have that management report, you are supposed to come as the accountant and department with other personnel or other staff members or subordinates. You can set a password for period rolling. This is what we call period rolling. Period rolling is not ever set up every month end. Tinotaurira system kuti muswa 3 August. Twenda toti muswa 3 August. Atibvumidze munhu achadzoka back kundoposta zvinhu zvemuna July term na August. Right, ndo zvimwe zvatinoshandisa some of us kuti tinongomeka sure kuti tikaklicka ipapapo tongoti muswa 3 August ndoda management report rangu ringe rapo by muswa 5 meeting munhu wese moya muchiripota management meeting yakuita. So isu tikaseta kuti muswa 3 August, right, tichabudiswa in 10 minutes. Munozongota bear with me for a minute. Thank you. Right, mukaseta kuti muswa 3 August pana toba taisa password, ndoisa password yangu is the accountant here. What then it means is right, what then that means is munhu kana achinge akuda kuposta any one of the staff members department menyu, kana if they want to come back and post my transactions emuna July after the closing date, they are supposed, the system would demand for a password. They won't be given authority unless if they are authorized to do that. And to show that they are authorized to do that, one for which is their password, your market center. So no power, what you say, mem, no kumbira on the way, but it's system then we can control what's happening. Are we together? So it's a preference. It's a preference. So you do this one, you are required to do it and to set it every month. So Panapa accounting preferences, we're interested in the account numbers, but if you're going to ask me, what do you recommend? And so far, I'm going to exam, ZICA, not demand, my account numbers. I haven't seen one because my account numbers accounts. Just use the account name. So you might avoid the use of account numbers. You see what will happen as you proceed. But a class accounting, it might be very important. Are we together? Let's jump. So you mean check it out the bills. We check it out that yes, save the changes. We check it out the calendar. We check it out the checking. We check it out all that. You need to end up down to finance charge. Finance charge. That's the second one. I'm just giving you important preferences. Important preferences. So you're going to give me, you're going to write finance charge. I am a Maisaka Jamba, I am also try or Murumoga, and Kokunia shows it, Yabi Punish and teacher is. So finance charge. What is finance charge? This allows you to set interest charge on customer to automatically set, rather, can you say this allows you to automatically set interest charge on customer overdue accounts, And it got saka papa pamunoona mukaona statement yenye ku city of Harare yauya yemvura yekuzinwa whatever ichiuya yakakuchaja interest because mangamine an overdue amount per account penyu. Hapana munhu anenge aenda kunoisa majournals where ari kundocredita the income over a debit account yenyu. No one is doing that. The system inenge yakangosetwa to simply bill you kana muchinge mangoita in overdue figure rapfura the data days enyu. like maybe paneva nema accounts kwa Edgar's munozvinzwisa mukangopfura date ramunofanira kubhadhara munoona paiswa interest. This is how it works. Kana kuti munhu wese ane bank account, pa statement redu rebank account paya tinoona pakaiswa mabank charges kupera kwemwedzi. Hazvirevi kuti pane munhu wekubank akagarira manheru 12 midnight dzemusi wa31 wemwedzi obva aenda kundoisa the figure remabank charges. No, the banking system inongosetwa kuti inobhila munhu wese $20 at the last day of the month, 12 midnight. Are we together? So to do that, like for example, so annual interest rate maybe ngatimbotiri pa 12%. Then you charge 12% per annum as interest. Then minimum charge. Kana munhu aine $100 after the 30 days atakamupa is data days terms atakamupa akatadza kuita, maybe if you compute balance yake tobva taona maybe $79, you can say no, isusu tinotanga kutora bank charges, interest charges from $10. So anything that is below $10, any computation that's below $10, throw $10. So it's either the higher of either the computation of the interest or the minimum charge, which is the $10. So we put $10 there. Izvi zvandiri kuita zvinokumbira kuti muzvibate nekuti muexamu renyu kana muhombe ndezvekuti zvitorimo. Handina kuona, hakuna examu ratiragadzirwa, asi ndiri kungosiyawo for kuprofita kworambidzwa. Grace period zvinoreva kuti mukapa munhu 30 days payment terms, handika moti munhu anobhadhara account yake in 30 days. Or in 14 days, or in 60 days, depending with the nature of the business. Kana tiri high value products atinotengesana zvakaita semota nedzimba, number of data days edu anokurawo. Kana tinotengesawo low value zvakaita semafoni laptops, tinopawo data days mashoma. Ndima accounted to determine the number of data days. Depend on the value of the products we are selling. So tikauti panapa mukaita 30 days. Then after the 30 days zedu dzakwana, you are required, tinozoti munhu akufana kuti bhadhara but anonoka toti tinoda here toda kumupa grace period here. Tikati 0, it means munhu akasvika 30 days rake, day number 31 system yakutomubhila interest charge. Or we can say 7 more days, don't pass 7 more days after the due date to give one radio credit control time to follow up that due amount. Then here, right, this is the customer what you end up with debtor, because the customer to owe is a debtor. I could owe $100, so to go debtor Maria interest, maybe interest you $7. I can do Madame debtor $10 in this case. Can I get $15? Then Tamu debtor 15 because it's above $10. Tamu debtor we increase the credit check because it's a data. So debit means an asset. We are increasing the value. Then we come here and credit another account. Obviously, my credit is my liability is to be owe, but we don't owe anyone in this case. So the other credit besides an owing is income. We credit income. So which income account do we credit here? To know credit which income account? That's a few minutes, so I will simply point. Brother Timothy, do you say to credit?
We can say interest received.
Interest received, correct. So, but now you need to take note. This is not normal income. Since it's not normal income, we then create an account that is called other income. Chart of accounts today, because the next topic at school is chart of accounts creation. How do we create the chart of accounts in the general ledger? So, but no chart of accounts, but in normal income accounts. Income yedu yatinowana ne normal business redu ratakagadzirira company. Pakanataka kuwana interest is not part of our income. So it's supposed to be what? Other income. So you can call it interest income, but it type here other income, not normal income. Or you can have it as finance income. So finance income doesn't matter. It's the same. So as you can see here, this account number 7200, interest income, like what Brother Francis said, interest income, then we take this one. But this interest income, as you can see, it's other income. It's not the general normal income here. It's other income. We want to see that in the profit and loss after the net profit. We want to see it after the net profit according to International Accounting Standard number 1. So we are setting everything to make sure that report meet the general accepted accounting principles. And ZICA, excellent, thank you. So we have done that. So we've said that. So that's how we set the finance charge. So in general, general, so I save. General, integrated applications. What that means here is because general applications that notes I know they're not even good. Items and inventory. Items and inventory. Items and inventory. What is this one? So this one is usually it's usually an advanced add-on module. I want to trust Pamakata first lecture na Mr. Mawao, he learned about accounting modules. Accounting modules, normal functions, general ledger module, reporting module, cash book module, and etc. Accounts receivable, account payable modules. But usually my systems we are in a modules in advanced ERP or a basic finance module, finance package. I know to know so that at not my add-on modules. Add-on modules